Okay guys, here we are. We're going to be sorting another 1,000 Mercury dimes, which is $100 face value in Mercs. The good news is I picked these up. Half of them are already sold, so I will have to sort a lot of the ones out that are already sold. And the other good news is I picked these up right before the 30-cent jump in silver the other day. And gold went up as well, even though silver and gold have been up the last 2 weeks from being pretty low. Gold was down around about $12.50 an ounce, and silver was down to like 19. They've rebounded quite a bit, and I assumed the momentum was going to continue upward. And I was able to pick these up right before the next spike up in price. So between that and already having half of these sold, pretty much anything I cherry pick out of this bag is going to be a bonus. So I hope there's some goodies in here, but if not, hey, you gotta give it a shot anyway. Sometimes these dealer bags are picked through really good, and sometimes you hit batches that are completely unsearched. So there's always something somebody missed though. So we'll see if we can pull anything good from here. Stand by. Alright, we may have the start of a good batch here. I'm only about 20 coins in, and there's already a few decent coins showing up. Nothing amazing. But this here is a 24D, which is slightly scarce of a date, and that's worth about 2 times spot price. It's probably in about the $4 range. So that's a good sign. And already found one coin that's in the XF range, which these are normally cherry picked out. You can see how sharp that is. And those aren't worth much more than spot, but definitely coins you want to pull for sure. So if there's anything else in here, I'll turn the camera back on. Good start. Well guys, I did it again. I think I got a batch here that was never cherry picked. Only about 10 coins later. Look at this 1937 AU condition. Wow. That is a stunning coin right there. I'm sure there's going to be more to come in this bag. I'm excited now. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a mixed source bag. There are, seems like intentionally, a lot of damaged coins and stuff in this lot too. See ones with a lot of gunk, severe scratches, like completely smashed, and then there's quite a few dateless ones. So it's hard to tell sometimes, and that one's just really black. But ones like this are ones that I pull. They're high detail. They basically just have a lot of gunk on them. And you scrub all that gunk off, and they're coins in the extra fine range. I always set them aside, unless I don't really have the time to clean a bunch of them. But I did pull just now, probably about 50 coins in. I got another almost uncirculated one. Not quite as sharp as that 1937, which was actually closer to uncirculated, but this one's more of a high-end XF or low AU range Merc. Still a beauty. Gonna keep looking. Kind of slowed down now, but I wanted to show this one. Not sure how well the camera's gonna show it. Man, the toning on this 1939D is beautiful. It's all just tarnish on there too, not damaged. So this one would actually clean up really nice, even if you wanted to clean it. I would probably just leave it like this. A lot of detail on the bands. Beautiful gold tone. Definitely a keeper there for a 39D. An interesting one here. Very nice detail for a 1926 on this one. But if you look there on the neck, that looks to be a incredibly tiny C counter stamp. Or, could be some sort of circular damage mark, but I doubt it because I haven't seen anything. That looks very precise. Like it was intended to be stamped there. Kind of a weird one there, but without that little mark. This one's probably in the VF20 range. Maybe just a high-end find. No, it probably slides VF. Probably a $4 coin. But pretty interesting on that one. Okay, another update. Just some of the stuff I always pull. are harder to find dates to fill in books and stuff like that, like a 20D. There's a 27D. And then I always pull the VG or better examples of the 20s coins. So that there's a 27 plane and a 29 plane. Always good coins to pull. And not a lot of scarce coins in this batch, but man, there's a lot of high grade ones. There's another AU example of a 41D. And this one here, I don't really want to touch it other than on the rim. But this one's uncirculated. One of the best Mercury dimes as far as grade goes that I've ever pulled out of a bag. Full split bands and everything. Look at that. That is incredible. Wow. Alright, gonna keep looking through this bag. Ah! Okay, I think I'm a little over halfway done. Made a few more decent pulls. I did get another coin that's a kind of a slider AU. But these are all ones here that are roughly in the 2 times spot value range. These are probably about $4 coins. There's a nice 26D there. A nice 26 plane, probably in the VF range. One of the semi-keys, lower mintage of the series, the 31S. And a fairly decent 1918D, which is one of the tougher early dates. And thankfully this one isn't too worn on the sides and the back. So that this one would be worth about $5. So those are good pulls, always ones to set aside. And I just got my first 1916 of the bag, which I already flipped over, and unfortunately no D on that one. I can only dream, but hey, you know, I have found 1921 plain Mercury dimes in these bags before. 2 times I found a 1921 plain. So all I need is the 21D and the 16D, and I've found every Mercury dime in existence doing the bullion lot hunting, but they are not easy to find, that's for sure. Here's another beautiful gold tone. 43D. Almost rainbow on that one, but it's a little bit more of a gold tone. In the XF range on that one. Just wanted to show something interesting here. These came out of the same area in the bag, which makes me think this could have been a partial album deconstruction here, because you have 2 coins that are not the most common Mercury dimes. You have a 1934 plain and a 1934D, and I'm not sure if you can see, but they almost have like a light pinkish sort of color on the surfaces. These were both cleaned probably a long time ago, and they're starting to tone over top of the old cleaning. And they have the same kind of look to them. You can kind of see on this one here the little bit of the color in the fields on the back. I would go out on a limb and say these coins were both sitting in an album or something like that next to each other in a collection. So, it's a possibility anyway. Oh gosh, you're not gonna believe it. I did it again. Wait for it. Look at that. 1921. The 3rd rarest Mercury dime of the series, as far as intended mint strikes go, if you don't count errors and varieties and stuff like that. That is definitely a 1921. And a lot of people when cherry picking don't see those because when they're really worn down, the last digit, some people can't even read them. But that is definitely a 1. There's only one Mercury dime that the last digit and the date looks like that. Wow. I was seriously not expecting that. Now, it has a lot of tarnish on it. I I will clean it up. I'm not sure. There could actually be the tip of a D mint mark on there. I'm going to have to rub this one off a little bit. But regardless, in this condition, it's not even a G4. Excuse me, it's in about good 3 condition. So just a rough estimate on this one, probably in the $40 range. That is a great pull right there. So let me clean this off a little bit, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, there she is cleaned up after rubbing the tarnish off under some water with a with a soft cloth. Nice circulated example. I like this one. Good color. Never cleaned improperly, that is. And it does got a few nicks on the rim. You can see a tiny one there. And there's another one around that side somewhere, small one. I double checked the area down there real good. It almost looks like the tip of a mint mark there, but normally it's not worn down far enough where if there was a D, you'd pretty much see the top of the D distinctively. I think that's just some kind of odd wear there that makes it look like there's a mint mark down there. You can see right there. I could be wrong on that. I will definitely double and triple check that, but I'm pretty sure this is just a 1921 plane. Incredible pull right there. So I've only got about 100 or 150 coins left to go through. I've pulled a lot of other coins in like the $3 range, a lot of nice high-end XF, low-end AU coins, and a couple uncommon dates that you would pull that are in that roughly 2 times spot value range. But if I get anything else good, turn the camera back on. Killer find right there. Now that there is one of the most incredible toned Mercury dimes I've seen in a long time. You can see how dark that is when you tilt it out of the light there. But I believe what happened on this one is it looks like it had an old cleaning and then it probably toned that way over top the cleaning. Coins that are clean tone a lot more unnaturally than ones that were never touched by some sort of solution or chemical. But I always like the look of these, the dark toned ones. Cool coin right there. Okay, another good find here, not as good as the last one. I showed a 31S earlier, and here's another one. But this one's in much better condition. It looks like it was cleaned at some point, and don't think it's quite a VF20, probably a fine 15. You can see the scratch on the right side there. We'll put a price tag of about $7 on this one. So I'd say this is either second or third best. That gem uncirculated Merc I found might be worth more because it looks like it's almost full white. Like I said, I can't believe I found that in a bag. It's the best one I've ever found as far as grade goes. So another great pull there. Let's see what else is in here. Alright, there's one that's missing some silver content. Somebody took a nice little bite out of that one. But anyhow, I'm finished looking through them. So that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Not going to do a recap, but that's what I ended up with there as far as the high-end XF, AU, and at least one uncirculated coin. One other one might be a slider. And to close out, there she is. 1921 key date Mercury dime. Take care and happy treasure hunting.